it going, Diecast fans? Thanks for joining LevelMDiecast Diecast Haul episode 50. 50. Nothing really fancy about it. It is just number 50. We're going to kick this off with one M2 model that I have. If you guys watched my peg hunt from the last week or so, saw that I did pick up this one right here. The Mopar ramp truck and the dragster. This is the first dragster I've come across for M2. And I am quite impressed. I have passed up on all of them. Not a big fan. Try not to really collect much M2. I'm just not a big fan of M2. But I do love me some Mopar. And this one is quite nice. This one looks very, very good. Big Mopar on the front as well. Then, of course, the ramp truck. We have seen one of these ramp trucks before. This is kind of interesting, though, because you see the print on the side. That's that super high quality inkjet printing. If you see on the rail down here, they actually printed that with the base attached. So you see there's a bunch of the side prints that got put there on the bottom as the inkjet went across the side. So stuff that missed the bottom right there went right onto the rails. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting to see that. I think that's just weird. But this one actually has a pretty good opening hood. We've done a bunch of these, W and D series pickups from M2, and I just haven't been able to find one that has a good opening hood. But that one does open pretty good. So I just wanted to showcase the fact that it does open. Looks pretty good. Snaps closed. That one's very nice. Of course, the car sits on there. Absolutely fantastic. So we're going to set that guy there. Probably should have done him last because, yes, there is a ton of Hot Wheels in this mix. Just the way it worked. A new set of Ultra Hots has finally dropped. 73 BMW 3.0 CSL race car. There is the mix there. GTO, Triumph, Javelin. Of course, this race car right here. The Reboot, the Firebird, the Fairmont, and the Cafe Racer. Not a good mix. Not a good mix. But I do like this casting. I do like me some BMWs. So I picked up this one. Nothing super fancy about it. I do like the deco. Looks pretty good. Got your Ultra Hots wheels on there in gold. Full prints on the front looks good. Prints on the back look good. So blue interior on that too. Very interesting. A very subtle 30 there on the hood. Just subtly. Got to have the right angle to see it on the hood. But that one is pretty good. It's pretty good. So we're going to set that guy there. We are 100% going to fill this up. It's just crazy. All right. Been looking for this Zamek for a little bit. Finally got it. This is for the Volkswagen Baja Bug. This was way back in the day. L case 2022, I think. So just been looking for this guy forever. Finally got one. I got hooked up. So this one looks pretty average. Just a model that exists in the world, just the Zamek version. I think the original one for this one was a light blue color. But I do like this casting, so I collect it. And I didn't have the Zamek version, so we'll set that guy right there on the top. All right, we're going to dive into this. Now, these are from the F case, so everything that I pull is from the F case. However, not all of them are in the F case. So at least locally for me, we completely skipped the E case. Completely skipped right over the E case. We went from the D case to the F case. So I ended up picking up like 40 plus Hot Wheels cars because it was 2 casefuls. This one, like I said, they're going to be all saying the F case, but I would not be able to tell you which ones actually came in the F case or which ones came in the E case, so I do apologize. This is a brand new casting for 2024. This is the Terra Tractal. Ridiculous play on words. This is a generic, obviously. And this is a track car. Does have your track logo on the bottom. Metal base, plastic body. Nice low center of gravity. Despite its name, it doesn't exactly look like pterodactyl, although you can definitely get pterodactyl vibes from it for sure. A couple of logos on the side, Hot Wheels graphics, clone, stuff like that. Number 143. Really nothing fancy about it. I mean, it's actually a relatively generic Hot Wheels car, which is kind of weird. Usually they try to put some kind of something with them, at least a little bit, but not much. All right, brand spanking new for 2024. This is the newest keychain. This is the Porsche 911 Carrera keychain model. This follows the Coupe de Clip. So I'm not really sure how many of these they plan on doing. It does say Hot Wheels on the side. Looks pretty good. Just a big chunk of metal, basically. S50 is the day code. Giant Hot Wheels on the bottom. This is Porsche 911 Carrera. Nothing fancy. Ooh, it does have a Porsche symbol on the front, though. That's pretty cool. So that's a pretty cool piece right there. So pretty happy to add that one. We'll put that one on this side, I think. We'll just stick that guy there. All right, brand new for 2024. This is the Flippin' Fast. This is made for the Autistic Self-Advocacy Network. I'm sure that has something to do with the fact that you can drive it either direction, upside down or right side up, or vice versa, because there is no up or down, basically. This is a harkens back to those flip cars that Racing Champions did in the mid-90s, where you just pop the little center section here. This one actually rotates, though. You see this little center part here. Puts up a driver. That is just a piece there. It's actually a fidget spinner as well. So if you want a Hot Wheels fidget spinner, it's literally what it is. I didn't just make that up. It's a fidget spinner. But this looks pretty good. A little bit of details on the bottom here. This orange side here, that is die-cast. It's all metal. And the black side on this side, that is all plastic. And it is riveted on this side, which I think is interesting. The driver-ish heads or whatever appear to be exactly the same between the two. It is the same car as well. Just giant wheels on it. It's very interesting. So, rolls pretty good, though. That's actually kind of cool. Kind of cool having a fidget spinner. All right, brand spanking new deco for this one, Volvo XC40 Recharge. This is the third color for this one, Hot Wheels Green Speed. Again, I wouldn't be able to exactly tell you whether this is E or F case. I do apologize. It's just the way it works. It does have some red and blue on there, so it's got red, white, and blue. I like that. Like it. No front tampos, but it does get rear tampos, which is pretty good. It says Volvo there, XC40. This one makes it look a little bit bigger off-road, I guess. I guess the white just really emphasizes the kind of the over bigness of it. But it has a couple of surfboards there on the top, which is kind of cool. Again, not a new casting, been around for a little bit. We'll put this guy in there since he's a bigger one. All right, new color for the Mighty K. This was a Super last year, so this is just a new color for the Mighty K. Get this guy popped out of there. Surf and Skate looks pretty cool. Like the details on it, little Hot Wheels logos for each color on that striping is pretty cool. You know, just average casting though. There's a skateboard in the back. Got yourself a spare tire. Really nothing fancy besides that. It's still a pretty cool casting, so I like it. It's different. So throw that guy right there. Okay. All right, brand new color for the Low Lux. This one looks pretty good. Hot Wheels modified. This is the fourth or fifth color for this one. I really like this model. I love all the like exposed bodywork. This one is kind of bright compared to the previous releases. Steelies on the back. Got your arrow blades there on the front. Looks pretty good. Purple interior window, which is actually really cool. It's a very cool offset for the rest of the model. Looks good. Other than that, pretty straightforward. Yellow interior. Just a cool, super modified kind of drag truck kind of thing, kind of freestyle. Always freestyling it. So we'll put that guy right there. Brand new color for this guy. This is the Punk Rod. You see that deco looks relatively familiar. We saw that on the Mod Speeder when it was a first edition. It's basically the same kind of deco as the Mod Speeder got. This one does keep an orange window on the inside. I do like this casting. It's kind of like a Lambo with like just a completely custom rear end on it. This one looks especially nice because the orange window is part of the interior, the engine pieces in the back, and then it creates that orange exhaust up the back. Looks super cool. Actually, from this angle, it looks like it's like red hot. Like the guy's just hauling it. Offset wheels looks pretty good. I like the matte blue. It says number 8 on it. This is not a track car, so it doesn't have a up chin spoiler on it. It is fixed But that one looks super cool. I definitely like that one. That's a pretty cool one. We'll set the guy on that side. All right, brand new casting for 2024. This is the Silverado EV RST. Matchbox is also doing this Silverado EV. So we will see who does it best. But I can tell you that at least Hot Wheels has made this one just completely stock. Does say Silverado, and of course the E is blue because of course it is. That is the electric part of it. RST on the front. The T is of course blue. It's supposed to be the more powerful version of it. Looks okay. Got some surfboards integrated in the back. That is a glass top on there. So there is an interior, and there's, matter of fact, you can see all the way into the interior potentially. But there is no like back section here, so it goes all the way through into the interior. So that's pretty cool. I think the wheel choice is pretty good. A couple of different pieces here. There is the base Dietz. Looks pretty good. Front prints and rear prints. Although the rear prints are done on the side pass, so that's how bad they look. At least the front prints are set, so I'm pretty sure that Matchbox is going to be better than that. Just saying. All right, another brand new casting for 2024 Ford Performance Supervan number 4. Harkens back all the way to the Transit Supervan number 1. Had a Cosworth motor in it. I'm sure this one also has a Cosworth motor in it, but this one's probably hybrid, probably electric, all that good stuff like that. Looks like it's based off of like a, I don't know, maybe a Transit Connect front end, but definitely not the back. Does have full prints on the back. Looks good. It says Supervan. Tail lights done up. The back is blue. The back is part of the interior. So that blue part is part of the interior, which is very, very interesting. Very, very interesting design. But I like it. These are all air intakes on the top here. And then they come out the back. You can see right through there. Looks pretty good. That's actually pretty cool. Pretty straightforward other than that. Really nothing fancy. No front prints as we saw. There is the base Dietz. They don't put the man numbers on there like Matchbox does. So, I mean, I'm sure Hot Wheels has like tens of thousands of man numbers. All right, not a casting I particularly collect, the Jaguar F-Type Project 7, but I particularly like this deco for Hot Wheels Roadsters. This one actually looks pretty good. So, get this cracked open. It's definitely a lot of Italian colors on this British car. So you got red on the wing there on the back, and then you got your green in red, and then the gold lace wheels. So very, very interesting. Very, very interesting that this has a lot of Italian flair to it, being a British car, but it looks pretty good. Taillight prints in the front look pretty good. This guy actually gets a decent amount of print on it, which is nice. So we'll throw him in the bottom. I just particularly thought that deco looked pretty good. All right, speaking of the Mod Racer, here is the newest deco for the Mod Racer right here. This looks pretty good. This is basically the same design as the one that we got last year with the Hot Wheels on it, just a different color. I do like the fact that it goes from blue and white, and then it goes into the orange and yellow back to blue to white. It looks super cool. Big, huge Hot Wheels logo right on the top. I love this casting. It's such a cool casting. It is not a track car. So big, huge fixed spoiler on it. Big, huge intake is part of the window. Big, huge engine in there as well. Ridiculous quad exhaust out the back of it. Just a decent sized car too. It's actually relatively long, relatively big for a Hot Wheels car. We put it in there. You see how much space he takes compared to the rest. Pretty much the whole thing. All right, jumbo Mazda AutoZam. So we're going to move our Volkswagen down. We're going to need the top for this guy. Brand new for 2024. Mazda AutoZam. So this one is the recolor. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. So we've already seen this one in white earlier this year. It was in the A case. Now we get one in blue. So it says Texas Toot on the side. There is the full front print on it. Looks pretty good. Ridiculously huge wheels. I like this one better than the white one for sure. There is your big, huge V8 in the back. Looks pretty good. It's such a giant model. It's super, super big. The casting part itself is pretty small, but like the huge wheels are like off the chain. All right, brand spanking new color for the Audi Avant RS2 in red. Again, not sure if it's E or F case, but I'm assuming most of this stuff will probably be F case, but we'll see. There is your prints on the front. Prints are a teeny bit off on this one, not that big a deal. Just in red though, taillight prints looks pretty good. I do like the taillight prints on this one. There is your Audi symbol right there. Audi symbol is not very good, but it is there. It's an alright casting. It's an alright casting. This was also a Super at one point in time as well, so nothing new with that guy, so we'll throw him up there. Alright, new color for this guy, brick and mortar. The Experimotors, these are the Mega. Have a couple of pieces on there. This one, you see the front piece right here, it's never in the front. It's actually on the top, because if they put it on the front, it would more than likely fall off during production. I'm pretty sure that's why they do it. Nice copper base. It's a really nice copper. It looks way better than the camera even shows. It's a really nice color of copper. Looks really, really good. Just some gold trim on the wheels. Nothing fancy about it. Just white plastic for the body. Does have that removable motor in the back with the two ginormous, ridiculously huge turbos on it. Of course, your Hot Wheels logo right there on the valve cover in the middle. Number 8, nothing fancy with it. Throw this guy up there. So, just a brick vehicle. All right, this is probably going to be my favorite one of all of these because I just think this is so freaking cool. Cadillac Project GTP Hypercar. Super, super cool. I actually bought a couple of these, not going to lie, because this is just too cool. So cool. This is matte black. It does have some really nice gold striping there around the canopy. Really, really cool casting. Super, super cool casting. Detail there on the side looks very, very good. Lace wheels are excellent for this one. It is ridiculously wide, which is perfect. There is your Cadillac symbol on the front. Just super, super sinister. Super sinister. There is the deets in the back. Oh, man, I love it. I love it so much. Man, these GTP hypercars are super cool. Mini GT is doing some as well. I'm super excited about that. So I'm very, very stoked about that. That one is ridiculously cool. I'm serious. That one I'm probably going to be my favorite. All right, this is your regular treasure hunt for the F case. There is your treasure hunt logo. See a little bit of print in the back. Your regular treasure hunt for the E case. There you go. Congratulations. I didn't even know. I just happened to collect this casting, so I picked it up. Ford Performance on it. I love all the decos on this one. It says RTR on it. Really, really cool deco on the side. Kind of like binary and circuit board looking stuff there. One little green stripe around the front wheels and black on the back. I do like that look. Looks pretty good. Prints on the hood as well. Says Ford. There is no prints on the back, but that's okay because this thing has tons of prints all over it. Again, your regular treasure hunt symbol that is on both sides. Looks pretty good. Ford Performance on the top. That is your regular treasure hunt. All right, new color for the Ram Rebel in solid black, which looks fantastic. Terrible casting. Not a good casting at all. Whoever did this casting at Hot Wheels did not do a good job. But at least this one looks pretty good. You got Ram there in the front. Headlights done up. They're a little bit off. Just a teeny bit. But the coolest thing about it is got some Rebel print there along the side in kind of a matte black. So it looks really, really good. See, it just says Rebel on the side. Super cool. Taillights done up. Really, really good. So they wrap around very, very good. Actually, it's quite impressive, actually. You can see them perfectly from the back and perfectly from the side. Nothing in the bed, nothing like that. Nothing fancy with this particular casting. Just the Ram. So we'll put the Ram up there. There we go. All right, this would be the Super if there was a Super, but this is not a Super for your... I think this is... Nope, check that out. That is for the E case. So maybe some of these are marked E case. I guess maybe I can look. But this would be your Super for the E case, I guess. The FK Super, I think, is the purple El Camino, which I did not pick up a regular of because I don't, we don't collect the El Camino. But this would have been the Super, and it's kind of a bummer because these cases I hit were untouched. Unfortunately, there was no soup, so I can't win them all. Would have been nice just to get a Super. Not that this would be a great Super, but it would just be nice to get one. First time we're seeing this casting in the main basic range. It has been in premium previously. It will also be in the premium of Boulevard Mix number 2 for this year. All right, we have our Audi RS e-tron GT. This one is F-Case. It's marked F-Case. So I guess the rest of these will look... I do apologize. I didn't realize that maybe there was an E and F-Case mixed. My apologies. All right, this one in kind of military green looks pretty good. It says amped up on the plates. Full prints on the front looks pretty good. I like the color, looks good. Taillight prints as well. Again, amped up, looks good. Every one of these versions has just been basic with front and rear tampos. Hopefully that's the way it stays. I don't think it'll stay that way, but hopefully it does. All right, this one is super, super cool. The Pontiac Aztek. This is E-Case. So this one is from the E-Case. This one looks pretty good. Pontiac Aztek Custom, because of course, like I said, you always got to Hot Wheelsify everything. I don't know if you could see in the back, but you do see there is some goggles and a hat. So that is a little Easter egg for the movie Breaking Bad, which pretty much made the Aztek popular many, many years after they quit making it. But a little Easter egg there in the back, which is kind of cool. Other than that, it's just kind of a GT car, kind of slammed down. Got some aero bits on it. Looks pretty good. Sparco cannon on the side. Yokohama. Nothing fancy. Does have a relatively nice wing there on the top. And then, of course, just some racing bits and a nice diffuser out the back. Looks pretty good. It's a pretty decent model. Flip this around. There is the base Dietz. It is not a track car, so it is a very, very low sitting vehicle. Looks pretty good though. Prints on the front look pretty good. There's no prints on the back, but it's all right. It's all right. Man, I feel kind of bad. I didn't realize there was E and F case mixed. All right, this one is F case. This is the newest color for the Lay-In Lowrider, which does have a moving feature, although it's relatively rudimentary the way that it works. So it does have a nice rake to it. Of course, it's a lowrider. This one in black with some green flames on it. Looks pretty good. There is basically no interior. There is some seats in there, but they are part of the base. You see the little mold parts there. So these wheels have that little notch on the wheel. And then when you drive it, you see that the motor will pop around, which is kind of cool. That harkens back to the Roll-O-Matics that Matchbox did in the Superfast era. Hot Wheels kind of stole it because, I guess it's all fair and game for Hot Wheels to do stuff for Matchbox, but Matchbox can't do anything Hot Wheels does. All right, C Zinger 21C. This is the newest color. I think this is the third color we're seeing this one. Maybe the second color. It is new casting for this year, so I'm pretty sure it's just the second color. I know for a fact we saw it in blue. I think I'm getting confused because there's already like 2 or 3 other colors coming this year, including a Zamek. I think this one's going to be Zamek as well. Just in red. Nothing fancy with the red. Again, not a track car. This one looks good though. Nice big kind of hyper electric car. Some basic deets in the back, but there is some prints. Looks pretty good. Center mounted seat. Nothing new here. Just a casting we saw previously. So we'll throw that guy right there. All right, 2024 F-Case. This one is the newest color for the Monster High Ghoul Mobile. We got, I think we got 2 of these last year. So this might be the third color. Maybe. He says new for 2024. I could have swore. I'm getting like super confused. All right. We've only seen one color then because it was in pink. Like I know that for a fact it was in pink. So now it's in black with an orange tinted window. Looks interesting. I kind of like these weird oddball Hot Wheels, so I kind of pick them all up. A little bit of basic prints on the front. I kind of like how Mattel, for the most part, tries to tie their brands in together. Unless it's Matchbox, then you're not allowed to do that. But every other one of their brands, they cohesively put together. All right, E-Case. This one's E-Case. This is the Brick and Delivery. This is the coolest version of this one yet. Super, super cool. Just super pixelated flames on the side. This one also only has 2 pieces to it. Looks pretty cool. So just one giant piece in the back. You take that off and it looks pretty plain. It says Mega Constructs. Why? I never really realized that. Look at that. Mega Constructs. Pretty cool. Never realized that the logo was on there. It is just a plastic base. Once you take all that off of there, it is metal on this part, but a sort of base part right here. You cannot attach to any of these sides here. You can only attach to the top, which is ridiculous. Like this model in particular, there's literally nothing you can do other than just this, unless you wanted to do like that. But that just looks ridiculously stupid. But you could do that. You could do that if you wanted to. So unfortunately, this one really only looks good this direction, which is perfectly fine. It says Brick and Delivery there on the back. I really like that one, though. That one is really, really cool. All right, new color for this guy. This is the Trouble Decker. Just the second time we're seeing this particular casting. Debuted last year in solid red. Now we have it in a 2-tone cream and red. It says Georgetown on there. Got some Japanese symbols on there as well. Pyongyang. Looks pretty good. This is a hot rodded double-decker bus. You can see there's a big air intake right there, which is ridiculous. There is the deets on this side. The whole thing is plastic other than the metal base. There is no interior to speak of. But it looks okay. Ridiculous exhaust out the side. Can give it to pop a wheelie just a little bit. But it's a little bit out there. It's just a little bit out there. It takes a lot of space. I think what we'll do is we'll put our Brick and Delivery there since he fits. We'll put that guy on the outside. There we go. All right, red edition. Yes, I found a red edition. There's also the C10 and the R30 Skyline are the other red editions in this mix. This is the DeLorean Alpha 5. This one came out in the D case and then right away pulls out into a red edition for the E case. So this one was the E case. Looks pretty good. Interesting red edition. It's not red, it's black, but that's okay. DeLorean on the front looks pretty good. The print looks pretty good on that. There you got the deets on the side. It does say red on the back. So you get that at least. Taillights look pretty good, but pretty nice to get another color for this one. So that is the third release, one of them being the DeLorean 2-pack from the RLC. All right, 2024 Earth Day. Couldn't tell you when Earth Day is. This one is the F case. There you go. Supercharged because it's an EV, so that's how you get your Earth Day out of it. An EV dragster. Looks pretty good. Like the green wheels. Translucent base looks pretty good. Not a real reason to see through the base, though. It's not like there's anything in there to particularly look at. This is a track car, so it does have the up chin spoiler, which does pop back and forth. So if you want to throw it down the track, you can. The laundry out the back looks pretty good. So it's an average model. Really nothing fancy about it, but average. All right, the very, very last model here. This is for the F case. This is the latest color for the Nissan Patrol Custom. So we did get one in red with this kind of snow kind of deal on it. Now we get one in green. So this will be the fifth color. I think we got two colors. Then we got a Kroger exclusive, and then we got red, and now we have green. Has those ridiculous turbos out the top of it. Looks good. I actually kind of like this. Looks pretty good. Although the way that this casting is designed, it's kind of ridiculous to put a deco like that on it. You should put more like, kind of a street racing, I guess, kind of deco on it, but that's okay. All right, I do have a couple of AutoWorlds to round out with. We do have a hobby exclusive. There you go, hobby exclusive special edition Mecum Auto Auctions. This is the 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon in indigo blue. So there were only, says 97 demons with that color combination. 2023, Glendale, Arizona is where it's sold. Let's see if it sold, it tells what it sold for. Doesn't look like it says exactly what it sold for, but that's okay. So we get this guy cracked right open. Nice to see the true actual demon rather than just the Challenger with the demon wheels on it and that nice demon tread on there. Looks good. Get into those details right there. Manufactured the 20th of December of 2023. There is your protector there on the lip with the yellow. See if I get the hood open real quick. All right, that took a little bit more time than I thought it was going to take to get that open. AutoWorld has like some of the best flush fit hoods ever. But there it is underneath the hood. Looks good. Giant supercharger in there. A little bit of black print along the top here. So pretty nice details in there. Looks pretty good. So get that hood closed down. There we go. Pretty fancy. So get that guy like right in the middle. And then we got one super cool AutoWorld Manga Racing for the 97 Toyota Supra. Is that a Supra? Yes, it is a Supra. Yellow Supra, as a matter of fact. Now, Johnny Lightning did an R34 in this same style with the same style packaging. And in case you're not familiar, Johnny Lightning, AutoWorld, they're all the same company. So it doesn't surprise me to see AutoWorld getting in on the mix, which was a Miho exclusive. I really like this style. I really like this style. It's starting to get super popular. People are starting to paint their cars up like this. It takes a pretty nice artist to put together something like this. But you can tell it clearly looks like it was drawn on there. It looks super cool. I mean, the hood doesn't even look like it's real. It doesn't even look like it's really there. So details are fantastic. Even a little bit of print on the tires as well. And then just flat gray for the wheel color. This guy does have an opening hood. We'll see if I can get this one open. All right, that one wasn't quite as involved, but just look at all the three-dimensional detail down in there. All those just ridiculous details that they have in there. This looks fantastic. They did such a good job. The whole hood is gray, by the way. Even the underside of it looks pretty good. So get that closed down there. Side mirrors and everything look good on there. Prints and everything. I like it. I like it a lot. This one was manufactured all the way back in August. Look at that. August of 2023. And it just now is hitting the market. That's crazy. That's just crazy nuts. So we'll put our Demon up there a little bit. Put our Manga Supra there. And there you go. That is Diecast haul number 50 cent. Nothing super fancy, crazy, but just a ridiculous amount of Hot Wheels. We just jumped through there. No, not a lot of premium and stuff. I got a ton of other stuff coming. Plenty of other videos to cover all that stuff that's kind of dropped in my lap. So we're going to roll out. Let me know what you guys think about that stuff. Let me know what you think about this particular haul and the fact that we kind of jumped 2 case codes. At least here I did, which is super rare and unheard of. Just that never happens here. But I'm glad I did. So anyways, we're going to roll out. Appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next haul. Thanks as always. Don't forget to subscribe. Level M. Peace!